Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Buddy Code channel. We're solving SAT maths questions in the domain algebra and the difficulty level is medium. If you'd like to know how I've selected these questions, you can go back to the first video in this playlist. Let's start solving the question now. The table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of y. Which equation represents the linear relationship between x and y? So I'll give you a minute to pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself first. Okay, let's try solving this question now. First of all, you can use Desmos on this question, and I'll show you how to do that towards the end of the video. First, we'll solve it on paper first, okay? So, we've been given a table. We have the x values and the y values, and we need to find out the linear equation. Simple. What's the equation of a linear function or a linear equation? It's y equals mx plus b. There are many other forms, and usually you do get those kind of forms in this. So you also have the standard form, which is ax plus by equals c, or you might get y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. This is the point slope form. This is the normal one which you always do in algebra class, y equals mx plus b, and it's usually what's there in the equations as well. These two are very common in the SAT. I may have seen this, but not that often as these two. Alright, so we're going to solve y equals mx plus b. Okay, slope-intercept form. Yeah, that's the name. Slope-intercept form, because we have the slope and the y-intercept. This is the y-intercept and that is the slope. I think that one is the point-slope equation, because we have the point and the slope. Anywho, so as I said, we need to find out the slope m and the y-intercept, and there you go, we have our equation. You do not need to find out y or x. That is the variable that you're going to substitute with. Okay, great. So let's find out the slope. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So choose 2 points. I'm going to I always choose the first and the last point. That's usually very nice, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so 1, 11, that's going to be our first point, and 3, 21. You can label this if you want. Don't have space here, but sure. Okay, x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Now carefully substitute them. y2 is 21, y1 is 11, x2 is 3, and x1 is 1. So this will be 10 over 2, which is equal to 5. And there you go, you have the slope. Now, you can go back to the options already and just cancel out these two, because they are saying that the slope is 6, which is wrong, okay? So you can cancel out these two, or you can continue with your finding the y-intercept form first. So we have y equals, substitute the slope, 5x plus b. Now, how do you find out the slope-intercept? Well, maybe I can substitute one of the points here in here. Okay, that's easy. So substitute 111. It's the smallest number and it's 1. Come on, you can just get the same value. So I'm going to take 111. Okay, so substitute 11 for the y here and 1 for the x, so that will be equal to b, and this is 11 equals 5 plus b, and let me solve it. 11 minus 5 equals b, and this will equal to 6 equals b. Okay, so the final equation is y equals, let's just rewrite it out, mx plus b. So y equals, first of all, the slope 5x, and then plus slope plus the y-intercept, which is 6. So 5x plus 6, and that's option A. Choose it, move on. Okay, you can also substitute each of the points here. that is more tedious in my opinion. I like to just find it out. It's pretty quick. It's a simple equation, right? However, if you want to substitute them, you can. Your choice, okay? So let's start solving this using Desmos now. Okay, so we've been given a table in this type of question. So what you want to do is also add a table for yourself. You can type out all the options and then, okay, I'll show that to you in the end. But here's how you might want to go with this question. So first, make a table. Click on this addition sign, plus sign, and click on table. There you go, you got a table. And now just substitute the x and the y values accordingly to the question. So just do that quickly. So 2 and 3, and then that's 11, and that's 16, and that's 21. Okay, now you want to click on this add regression. So what that's going to do is try to form a line that's that fits into all the given points that you have given to the Desmos, okay? So you can do linear, quadratic, cubic, but since our question asked us to form the linear relationship, we're going to choose a linear regression. And there you go, you got your equations. You have y equals 5x plus 6. That was very fast. So go with Desmos always if you can find it quickly. But it's your opinion, it's your choice, and it's also based on how much time you have left on the exam. And if you're just checking your questions, it all depends on that. Okay, and okay, so I've shown you this way. This is very quick. You can also type out all the equations that you have. Y equals 5x plus 11, y equals 6x plus 5, y equals 6x plus 11. You can do this, and then you can form tables of each of them. I totally do not recommend this, but it is another way to solve this type of question. So you can go like, okay, 1 2 it's not equal, so we should have 11 here. Okay, that's good. 1 11, but then 2 should be 16, so that's not correct. 1 is not 11 here, and then 1 is 11 here, and 2 is 16 here, and 3 is also 21. That's one way to do it. Don't do this. I mean, making the table yourself and then doing the equation is so much easier, so much better. So go it that way, please. So thank you.